Hello, my name is Martyr, and this is the Indie Game of the Week, Shovel Knight, and thank you for watching. Shovel Knight is a retro-style platformer, guys, and I know what you're thinking, Martyr. Hey, this is like a 6 or 7 month old game. And you would be correct, guys. I am very late to the party, guys, but you have to understand that hundreds and hundreds of indie games come out a year, guys, and your host, me, doesn't always get to them on time, guys. Sometimes I will, pass up on a game occasionally. But I got the game during the Steam Winter Sale, and as of yesterday when this video goes up, I actually did beat Shovel Knight, guys. So we're going to do a video on it. Hopefully it'll be fun. Hopefully it'll be entertaining. Maybe you'll learn something. Maybe if you haven't got the game, maybe I can convince you to get it, because it is a fantastic title, guys. So we're going to go ahead and check out Shovel Knight here. And we're going to show it all off to you guys, as if it was brand new, as if it came out yesterday, even though it totally didn't. We're going to start off with the options, of course, guys. By the way, just to let you know, if it's not a little funny or a little weird, it's because I'm still fighting off a flu, just to let you know. But there's a lot of things to show off here about Shovel Knight, guys. The options are pretty in-depth. The game does feature complete controller support. Even my crappy Logitech controller was detected. All the keys are rebindable, including those of the controller themselves. It's not that complicated of a game. All in all, you have basically your jump buttons. You have like a button that lets you use a magic attack. And then that's kind of it. But otherwise, it's very simplistic, but it's really nice to have that controller support. And I highly recommend playing this game with the controller, because this game is very reminiscent of very old retro games like Mario, or more specifically probably Mega Man, for sure. So you're going to want those, you're going to need your platforming skills at the highest that they can get to, basically. You have some resolution control. The game does go up to 1080p. I have it currently at 720 because that's just where I'm at right now. It has VSync. Other than that, it's really not that much of a complicated game as far as, graphics goes, guys. So it really doesn't need to be that many video options to begin with. There is feats in this game which are kind of like separate from Steam achievements, even though I'm sure maybe some of them kind of cross over. And there is Steam achievements, Steam cards, all that good kind of stuff, guys. But basically, there's kind of like little goals that you can do and set out for yourself in the game. Like, for instance, finish the game without dying, which is appropriately called impossible, because this game is ridiculously difficult. But yeah, basically, you get the kind of idea that there's little achievements here that you can kind of set out for yourself, and it definitely adds that replayability to the game. If you're an achievement hunter, if you're obsessed with that kind of thing, guys, that is there for you to enjoy. Now, like I said, I did beat the game. So as you can see, I've collected quite a bit of the stuff that the game has to offer. I'm actually even in currently the new Game Plus mode. So what actually you're going to be seeing is, after me playing it for 6 hours and 48 seconds, as you can see right there. So we're just going to start all that. We're going to load my profile up. And this is the game right here, guys. This is where I literally, like I said, I just got done beating the game yesterday, so I started the new Game Plus mode. And this is essentially Shovel Knight. You have this overworld map that you kind of can bounce around, which basically shows you all the different kinds of levels. And it allows you to kind of pick your path of progression whatever way you like. If you want to go after, for instance, King Knight first, you can. If you want to go after the Spectre Knight first, you can. It's kind of like, Mario, I think it was 3 or 2. It basically allows you to progress across the boards whatever way you like. We're going to show off the village really quick here first. Now, normally when you come to this point, you don't nearly have as much stuff as I do. You can turn in music sheets to this guy for gold. You can buy health upgrades. There's lots of RPG elements here that you'll find. Which, like I said, it does a really masterful job of mixing a lot of retro games, guys. It has a lot of Mega Man, it has a lot of Mario, it has even a little bit of Zelda here, a little bit of everything, guys. It has a little bit of everything. What it does is it does it all very authentically too, which is really, really cool, guys. And that's one of the things that Shovel Knight really just captures very well, is that feel that old games used to have. And it's just really enjoyable. There's secrets everywhere. There's items to collect. I mean, all these items you collect basically throughout the boards. And that also kind of makes it gives it a little bit like a Mega Man feel, because each item you find in each board, or I should say each relic, will help you out in that board in some way. So basically, the town is there for you to upgrade. This isn't the only town. There's actually boards later on, which you can find. And basically, if you don't know what the story of Shovel Knight is, by the way, Shovel Knight is basically kind of looking for his long-lost friend who is named Shield Knight. And you have to fight the Order of No Quarter, which, by the way, is the best name for a villain team I think I've ever heard. I think the only thing that comes close is the League of the League of Evil, or what was it called, from Dr. Horrible. I just jumped right into that pit. I am a dumbass. Now, obviously, I'm talking, not paying as much attention to my gameplay here. I can get all that back, though. Watch. Check this out. Bam! Oh, crap. Well, I thought I could get it back. I got most of it back. I can get that one on probably like jumping over here like this. There we go. All right, good. Now, the gold, like I said, you collect basically, you can use to purchase upgrades like relics or armor or other things that you collect during the course of the game. And this is one of the many first boards, basically. You're going to be facing the Order of No Quarter and trying to get to, I think it was like the Tower of Chaos, or I forget what the hell it was called. But basically, you're trying to get there to fight the Sorceress, who is in charge of the Order of No Quarter, and find out the overall fate of Shield Knight and bring order and justice back to land, because that's your knight. That's what knights do. And it's a very simplistic plot, but it's still a really enjoyable game. And even though the plot is so simplistic, there's still lots of cool detail and attention to the story that you would find here that is very enjoyable. I'm gonna fish into this little shiny golden spot here. You get a goldfish, yeah, for some money. Now all these relics do different things. Like the flare wand shoots a fireball. The dust knuckle lets me punch through blocks. This has a chance of turning enemies into money. This lets me blow all the enemies apart. We'll get to this after we hopefully beat this first board here. This basically is like a sphere that bounces. This lets me fly through the air. This lets me ride across hazards. This is like a hook, basically, you can throw the air. And this allows me to be briefly invulnerable for a little while. And that kind of sums up what all the relics do in this game. And they're all really useful. One thing I really think is kind of neat is that as you collect more relics, certain secrets or certain things become easier to find, or you may find something new that you didn't know was previously there with a relic, which is really cool. It allows kind of like a lot of replay value, for sure. Now, of course, Shovel Knight is an awesome knight, so he can actually bounce projectiles back at his enemies. You just have to have pretty good timing, which isn't always easy. You can also bounce on enemies, obviously, by pressing jump and down. As far as what you're looking at here, I forgot to mention that. On the top left, like I said, I have my gold. To the right of that is my magic item that I should say my relic that I have equipped, and the number of magic points I have available. Because each item obviously takes a certain amount of magic to use. Like, for instance, Dust Knuckle takes 2, this takes 4, etc., etc. So let me go back to where I was at. What was I using? Crap, I was using this, was it? Yeah. To the right of that, I have my hit points, and to the right of that, we have the boss hit points, which it's not going to be activated until I actually get to a boss, obviously. Now, because this is New Game Plus mode, there's certain things that you will find are missing. There is a lot more checkpoints in the normal first half of the game than there is in this current version of the game. This version of the New Game Plus mode basically kind of ramps up the difficulty, takes out all of the items that you'll find to kind of heal yourself with, and just in general kind of amps up the challenge quite a bit. And I kind of feel like this is where the game kind of shines a little bit more. It's definitely in the New Game Plus mode, because it's definitely going to offer experts of, let's say, platform games that challenge you're probably looking for. You do have unlimited lives nonetheless, though. I mean, it may be, you may get really pissed off with playing the game and get very frustrated, but you will eventually conquer it. You'll learn the patterns, you'll get better at the game. Now, there is secrets all over the place in this game. Like, there's a secret over there. Let me see if I can show you that. Oh, there we go. I got it. Ha ha! How do I get this? There we go. Ha ha! There you go. As you can see, there's secrets all over the place. Now, this normally leads to your first purchase, your first relic. But because I have all the relics, obviously, he doesn't really have anything to sell me. That guy in that blue box over there who sells relics. So yeah, you get there's kind of secrets everywhere in this game too, which is another really nice feature about Shovel Knight, guys. One thing I really enjoy. I'm trying to figure out how to freaking activate this thing. Up, down, down, left, right, up, down, left, right, A/B start. All right, come on, you can do this. Come on, you can do this. Please activate. Why won't you activate? There we go. I don't know why that thing won't activate. It's very difficult to activate it. There's secrets all over the place, which really gives the game a lot of replayability. You gotta find all the music sheets, or just a lot of things that are just kind of hidden around. Items, or I'm gonna try to kill these guys without getting hit. You also have like a shovel charge ability, by the way, and you actually get that as you progress deeper into the game. You actually don't start off with that. I'm gonna try to hit this guy. There we go, once and twice. Booyah! Suck on that one. And yeah, as you can see, the game obviously has a very neat aesthetic to it all. The graphics are, 8-bit, supposedly claimed to be 8-bit. To be honest with you, that's one thing I will say that I kind of found weird about Shovel Knight, is that they kind of underline 8 bits, 8-bit, it's 8-bit. And while I say there's some graphically simple things to the game, I don't know if it's exactly 8-bit. I don't remember Mario looking this good on the Nintendo. I would say this looks more like, Mega Man on the Super Nintendo. Did I just get incinerated? Oh crap, okay. I was like, holy crap! Like, New Game Plus is hard, man! It incinerated my character. Apparently I just disappeared though. You little bastard didn't drop any health. So I just have to get to the checkpoints, obviously, and hopefully not die. That would be nice. Yeah, they kind of claim that the game's kind of like 8-bit graphics, and I don't know exactly. Well, first off and foremost, 8-bit graphics doesn't even refer to graphical things. It refers to the processor that was used for those devices. But nonetheless, they're referring to the aesthetic of the 8-bit games, and I think it's a little bit more, a little bit more like Mega Man on the Super NES than necessarily 8-bit. But that's just me being a punk. That's just me being slightly nitpicky. What the hell just happened? I keep disappearing. I think that's probably because of my recording software that's doing that. It's a little strange. But yeah, guys, the game is just very enjoyable. The controls, excuse me, I'm having a little bit of trouble talking here, are extremely tight in this game, guys. That's one thing that's really nice about this game, because the game is difficult, for sure. You have a lot of platforming in this game that's not necessarily easy. There's a lot of moments where you're going to get frustrated when playing Shovel Knight, for sure, guys, because it's a very difficult game to play sometimes. This is probably one of the examples of areas that can be a little difficult to kind of manage here. I mean, if you're really good at platform games, you're gonna figure it out. You're gonna know what to do. You're gonna be able to, conquer these challenges. But sometimes, even for me, who's played a lot of platforming games, it can be very, very difficult, guys. So it has, but the thing is, even on the first run of the game, it's more forgiving because you have a lot of checkpoints. You have a lot of opportunity to kind of not necessarily have to do everything all over again, for sure. Oh god, I forgot how ridiculous this part was. Get away from me, stupid flying rodent. Oh god. I'm dead, aren't I? Yep, totally. I disappeared! That wasn't my fault! Ah! When you die, of course, you lose gold. Your precious, precious gold. Which you spend on, stuffs. And obviously you have to go back from a checkpoint. Ugh! Die! Take that. You're gonna drop a bomb because you did last time. I hate your guts. You know what? I forget. I probably should just use my propeller blade here. And that'll let me get through this area a little bit easier because I don't necessarily have to make all the jumps. The propeller blade, again, is an item that you get a little bit later on in the game, of course. You don't start off with it for sure, guys. I've actually not been here. This doesn't lead to anything I need to be at, actually. So we're going to go back. And I'm taking a lot of damage here. That's okay, though. We'll head down here, hopefully, and Get some treasure. Gosh dang it. Aw. Nice try, suckers. I don't need to fight you, so I'm just going to skip you. Bye-bye. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? But like I said, in the first version of the game, when you're not playing not necessarily New Game Plus mode, it is far more forgiving, guys, for sure. And not nearly as difficult. But this game does have a certain, dare I say, rage factor to it all. If you find yourself easily frustrated by things, it can get very frustrating. I'm going to forget those gold bags. I could care less about that. Treasure. Ow. Ow. Being stupid. Why am I being stupid? I don't know. Okay, so far we're doing hopefully good. Hopefully we're near the second checkpoint, so if we do die... Ow! Okay, don't want to get hit again. Don't want to get hit again. Okay. Oh god! Why did I walk forward? Oh! Oh, now we're gonna go all the way back, guys. Oh, this is just the first stage of New Game Plus mode, for God's sakes. In the game, you know, you will do stupid mistakes. This game is punishing like older games, guys. There's a lot of instant death scenarios. If you're not a fan of spikes, oh, you're gonna love them by the end of this game, because there's spikes all over the place. But to be honest with you, every time you die in this game, you're never gonna feel like it's the game's fault. You're always gonna feel like it's your fault. It's definitely a game where your skill and how good you are at platformers shows. Never once did I actually feel kind of cheated in this game, guys. For sure, when I died, I was like, okay, I screwed that jump up. I got hit too many times. I was being a moron or whatever have you. I understood why I lost in that particular moment. And that really is a compliment to Shovel Knight, guys, because it's a very well-made game. Graphically, musically, sound-wise, it's all very stylized, but all very well done. I mean, it's a game that got a lot of hype. That is very true. But it kind of deserves it. It really is a very well-designed game, guys. It has all that. It has enough approachability for people who are, you know, familiar with these types of games. And it captures that feel for, you know, older games as well. There's a lot of just familiarity here. There's a lot of nostalgia here, but it's also very well done. It's not necessarily, you know, lame nostalgia. It's captured very well. The spirit of the entire game is captured very well. Okay, now we should be able to take this guy. If I could stop getting hit like an idiot. Take that! And that! I am a knight! Oh god. Okay, well, we took a couple shots there, but he's dead. Oh, bomb. Right. Can't forget the bombs. Bombs are bad. Okay. So yeah, like I was so freaking close to the checkpoint. You can also break these... Oh no, apparently you can't. Not on New Game Plus mode. In the normal game, you can actually... Oh yes, you can. Never mind. You can actually break the checkpoints for like a lot of cash. Which you could, of course, use to buy more upgrades and upgrade your health and all that good kind of stuff. An interloper in our midst, be gone from our throne room, knave. I'm no more an intruder than you. You aren't even a real king. Oh, but you're mistaken. The Enchantress saw me for my fabulous regal self, and now all bow before me. You're naught but a decadent dandy. Prepare to taste justice. Shovel justice. Silence! I love the way they talk in this game, by the way. He's a little faster. Good God. Okay. That's okay. Oh god! Ow! Oh gosh, you take a lot more damage too. I'm probably gonna die here. I could win, but I doubt that. We'll see. Oh, he's close, he's close, he's close! Oh, come on! Come on! Oh god! Oh, he was one hit away from death! Gosh dang it! Alright, we're going to do that again, and then we're going to wrap up this video, guys. Oh, so ridiculously close. Give me back my money, fool. Give me back my money. Give me back my cash, my sweet cash. It's probably because of my recorder, but I keep disappearing from the camera, which is another frustrating aspect to this. And yeah, as you can imagine, each boss you face kind of has a pattern to him. Shovel Knight is definitely, King Knight, I should say, is definitely a little bit of one of the easier bosses to fight for sure on a diet. Yeah, I was on a diet because there was no food in the game. What are you talking about? Okay, so I guess all the feats in the game are Steam achievements. So I guess they're probably just the exact same thing. We beat the level now, and that kind of unlocks the path a little bit farther along, and you kind of move deeper and deeper into the map, of course heading ultimately to the tower to face the Enchantress. But first you have to take care of the entire Order of No Quarter, guys. You have to defeat them all before you can actually face the Enchantress. As you can see, a little gold lock there. It's going to explode, and it's going to allow me to, potentially move a little bit deeper. But of course, you have to face the other knight first before you can actually do that, guys. There's a lot of good things, a lot of fun things about this game, guys. It's a satisfying experience, guys. It has a lot of good humor to it. The controls are really tight. There's feats, there's New Game Plus mode. It's not too long. You can actually beat the game probably, I would say, in about a day. If you dedicate an entire day to it, you could probably beat it. Obviously, I beat the game in about, 7 hours just for the first mode. With New Game Plus mode and getting all the secrets, you're probably easily looking at 25 to maybe 30 hours, maybe less, depending how good you are at the game, maybe more. It really all depends, guys, but you're at least going to get a good solid 20 hours out of this game, guys, and it's a satisfying 20 hours. You don't even necessarily have to play the New Game Plus mode to feel satisfied from this game. It was a lot of fun, actually. I actually want to do something really quick to wrap up this video here, which is adorable. Oh, no, hold on, let's see. That's fine, yes. Fill up my chalices. Thank you. These chalices are kind of like health potions. But first, I want him to dance! Yes, that's how we're going to wrap up this video. With him dancing, yes. I'll let you guys discover who this particular character is on your own. If you have not played Shovel Knight, or if you've not gotten Shovel Knight, I highly suggest the game, guys. It's a lot of fun. It is a game that got a lot of hype, but it was well deserved. It was a very good game. I'm not going to be surprised if we see a sequel to this game, a Shovel Knight X, or whatever have you, a Shovel Knight 64 or something. I'm really not going to be surprised if we see that type of game, guys, because it's very well made. The developers did a great job, guys. It's difficult, but it teaches you at the same time. And it's just a game that I think has a lot of great approachability for anybody, guys. So I think that kind of wraps up the video, guys. I just want to say big thanks to the developer for making this title. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and share, and I'll keep bringing you awesome indie games, guys. If you really enjoyed this video, maybe consider hitting up that tip jar. If you're feeling generous of heart, all tips go to improving the channel or future giveaways, guys. Till next time, play more indie games.